What's guys, this? Yes, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. Starting today here on my Instagram. I had this video the other day from Yokohama. Today's video is going to be about this neighborhood here, and this of course is Ginza, Tokyo. I really don't cover it too much on the channel, but it's worth having a look at. And I did find one interesting unit here in Ginza, but the tradition of Ginza right now, even the branding of Ginza is really well known. I don't really like, I'm not a huge fan, like I've been to Ginza many times, but I'm not a huge fan of Ginza. But having said that, the real estate valuations here in Ginza are always sort of considered the top in Tokyo, so I thought we could take a look at it here today. So another video here from Ginza, and yeah, I invite people to follow the Instagram if you'd like. Coming here to the master map, and my googly eyes are going to go down here so we can see. This is the Ginza area right here, and one of the reasons I had a conversation many years ago with a friend of mine, and her family is an old school Japanese sort of investment family, and they really don't like investing here near the coastal areas because although I mean this is basically the port of Tokyo right here, which has kind of been redeveloped in recent years, and you see that's why there's so many apartments down here in this sort of, you see, look at Tokyo, it's all just full of this red pill right here. This was the traditionally the port, and certainly the port is still there, but most a lot of this in here is all turned in sort of to apartments, and I think that's where the oh, sorry about that. I'm just gonna hit wait, and I'm gonna move in because I think that, I guess it's not compiling. There's just too much data. When you move it out too far like that, there's just actually too many units for it to compile, and I have to wait for it to come back. it's waiting. There's just too much data, so I'll just try to move it in again. But we're here in, really, that's Kyobashi right there, as you can see, and I'll move back here a little bit. And this, of course, here is the Ginza area. There's a lot of supply here. This is where, like, the Olympic Village was all created for the disaster Olympics that we had. And you can see Higashi Ginza Station. I wanted to keep and concentrate here on the sort of what I would consider, this is all reclaimed land here, and this is considered like the Ginza mainland. And all this stuff is here at, I've covered it before. It's really interesting. Like I said, I learned Tokyo really from my bicycle. And all this area here, you can see that around the Emperor's Palace here is a moat, which is indicative of everything here is basically at sea level or just above sea level. And yeah, Ginza is just a well-known neighborhood. And we have, of course, Tsukiji Station, or Tsukiji area, which was the fish market area, which has been sort of redeveloped in recent years as well. Here at Tokyo Station right here, of course, and then Shimbashi Station. This is all Yamanote line stuff, and you can see here all full of like red pill, very expensive. I haven't looked at any of the stuff in red here, but let's just click at it so we can get an idea of like what the market's like here. This is a 53 meter unit, 2 LDK for 1.5 million. Chuko Mansion obviously used. I didn't say the year there. Something there in the same location too. You see, we probably the same one. Yeah, same listing. They're listed at different prices. Let's get one here near the coast a little bit more, and one 55 meter unit for basically 1.2 million. This is in Canadian dollars. The yen is at 106 right now, so it's had some weakening against the Canadian dollar in the recent month. Pushing on the little green one here, we're going to run into something in the 500,000s. And again, this is a 33 meter unit for basically Gosenmon, or $500,000. And I picked out a really good unit here. What I think would be the best sort of price unit here in the neighborhood. I've done some stuff here to manipulate the map here a little bit. Any of the stuff, like this is all rental stock. So if I were to unclick these two right here, we're going to see supply shoot up a little bit. Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't hit off the owner change. And there's 562 more units that are going to come onto this map right now. But I don't think there's too much rental stock didn't really come into this neighborhood. So I'm going to keep it off the map right now. So basically all the, I'm sorry, ineffectively, yeah, there we go. I got it fixed up. And then I've also taken everything we're looking here is over 30 meters, okay? And anything else I can click right now is, I guess, show you can nikaijo, that's okay. And then it'd be interesting to look at, I wouldn't mind to do this, to look at a sample of this. This is the top floor units in the neighborhood. So if I were to click this, this is going to bring supply down, really restrict it. And then, so this is really going to, you're literally looking at, if you're doing this sort of search on that home and you want to look at the stuff that's really at the very, very top of the market, if you click the units that are usually on the top floor, that's a good way of like right away looking at the top end units. Let's look at this one right here. And oh yeah, okay, so we have a 55 meter unit here for 1.3 million Canadian. There's two here, it just might be repeating. And then something here for 94 meters for 1.3, and it's just been renovated, so this must be an older building. Let's click this and have a look at it. Yeah, this is a nice looking apartment. Ooh, this is a nice looking apartment. So $1.1 million Canadian. Building 1978, 94 meters. And I just want to get down here to make sure it's show you can, which is of course ownership. And it is ownership, so that's good. We can go through the pictures quickly here. This is a really good deal. And yeah, you could tell in 1978, but something like this, you could see this, for example, like in my Akasak apartment that is now going to be a 50 meter or 50 story apartment. What happened is exactly, the setup is exactly the same in this one, because this one and this one and this one would join together, perhaps something in the back as well, and they could go up in a tower. And this is exactly where this kind of thing happens. Anyway, we'll go through the pictures here. And yeah, everything's like totally, there's that one kitchen with a new dishwasher system in it right there, which is sort of the new sort of standard in the kitchens and stuff like that. This is nice though. This is good. Oh, I love it. This is good. Yeah, what I mean is I love it. I love it. There's nothing special, but it's just been, everything's been updated. It's a Ginza apartment, 94 meters. Okay. This is, it's just everything that you would kind of want. And if you're living in Tokyo, you're sitting in a rock neighborhood at a good price. Certainly in Shibuya, I think that this would go for quite a bit more. So I think it's actually a good deal. And I think the owner is currently living here in the unit, I'm guessing. And it kind of looks like they're moving though. You know what I mean? Like everything's sort of like packed up and all the sheets are not on the bed. It would be interesting to see if the owner is still, everything was done here, like the refoam or the renovation in 23 or July of 2023, 94.8. So on the top floor, 1978. There is an open parking spot here in the building, I think. So I think the management fees are probably going to be about $600 or $700. Oh no, not bad. $450 a month for your management fees in a top floor unit. This is a definitely not bad price. And then is the owner living here in the unit? Yeah, certainly. You see it here, it says Shoyusha Chukyo-chu, which indicates the owner is currently in the unit. So yeah, this is a really interesting price, I think, and comparatively speaking. When you come up here to the averages, you can really see. So this is a 2 LDK, and I guess it's just under, it's just like, but I think the averages would be in this sort of range, like in here, and I think this is sort of comes under the average. One thing when you're looking at stuff like this, though, you really have to come in here closer and look at its sort of placement. Well, its sort of placement where it sort of sits, and whether development is possible. It looked like it from that picture. I don't know if we're going to be able to come in close to it or not. And it could be phantom in that it's sort of hiding. Is development coming? You can see that. I think that is the building right there. Is it not? I was right. Okay, and there's a family mart down. There's a family mart downstairs, so the ultimate inconvenience. But as I said, like this one, all this stuff can easily be grouped together in a redevelopment, and a tower could possibly go up. I don't know. And you can see as we come up the street here. You can see as we come up the street here exactly what I'm sort of. Am I going to get there? Am I going to get there? Yeah. What I mean is, you see this where I'm moving the mouse will come up closer to it. It's moving me up incrementally. Okay. But you see with this building right here, or even this one, well no, this is an older one being refurbished, but what can happen, you see this one, there's a newer building here, there's a newer building here, and this one here. However, you could come back with me and you could say, Bruce, Tokyo real estate man, look at this low-hanging fruit. Like, this is obviously the easier one for development companies to buy out. You come and offer this guy 10 million, and then you can build these sort of rental units here above it. So you could, that's a really good strike back and say that redevelopment might not come because there's still low-hanging fruit here in the area. I don't know. It's such a conversation, and is redevelopment. I don't feel like I have any sort of political insight here into like the Tokyo market. There's a building right there, and you can see though, 1, 2, 3. This is a kind of place where a tower could come up, and if they're going to build a tower, they might as well take these 3 out and then go up. That's kind of my thinking with it. Or maybe it's only going to be these 2. I don't know. It's a really tough call. But you can see that this, at one point in time, this one was redeveloped probably about 10 years ago. Anyhow, that's enough of that one, because I wanted to get over to this one, which was the main thrust of the video. As I found one here, which is a 1978 building here, Lions Mansion, okay, for $3,970 a month, which was about basically the cheapest here in the neighborhood. This is a 40-meter unit. And this is all for all you. This is like, when I saw this unit, I'm going to call it a weightlifters special, which is me. I love to train. I love to, because when I get to the rest of these photos, you're going to have a good laugh. Okay. Anyhow, we'll go through it. Lions Mansion, of course, and this one's on the 2nd floor. So I wasn't sure if you start counting from here. Here is the 1st floor. That would mean it's here on the 2nd floor, which is really convenient. And I have an apartment on a 1st floor of a building much like this one. And the reason that I love that unit is it operates much like a house, because although it is in a building, I have a private entrance that isn't affiliated with the elevator, so I can kind of skip. If you want to skip the sort of community stuff that you don't like, something like this, because I saw the stairs here, you could just take the stairs up, and then you don't have to have that. If you don't want the contact with people every day, sometimes you might want it, sometimes you might not want it. This is a kind of a neat unit in that sort of way. Wait till I get to do some of these pictures. This is really interesting. Okay, Mookie Mookie means like a muscly guy. Okay, this is going to be my Mookie Mookie mansion. Okay, here we go. You can see this apartment has been renovated, which that's one of the other reasons I chose it, and it's full of weightlifting equipment. So I kept wondering if this guy has got a little private gym. Is he a personal trainer? Is he just a musclehead like me? Oh yeah. And you can, there's a really good joke in Japanese. You can say kinuku baka, which is like a dumb musclehead. And then I don't know, is it a kinuku baka? I don't know. Anyway, we'll go through these pictures right here. Everything's been it was renovated I think 6 or 7 years ago, but everything is sort of looks really up to date to me. And then you can see here, this door right here has been updated by the mansion as well. You might not know this, but this isn't the old steel doors. These are looks like this was updated. Anyway, there's nothing too special about it, but everything's very sort of pleasant in the apartment. And this sort of closet right here, or is it a closet? For example, this could be like a bedroom itself. I was thinking, yeah, could this, like, I think it's meant to be like a walk-in closet. If I come back here to the layout pictures, let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. Ooh, there's that gym right here. Maybe that is the bedroom. Yeah, that is the sort of the bedroom, which is the Yoshitsu, but it has this sort of walk. This is the wall. It's called they call it open closet. Okay, I thought there would be an extra closet in there, right? But that is the bedroom. So yeah, that's not. It's just like living in Tokyo, living in Ginza. This is like the life that you have to. You just have to live small. You have to live small. You have to live lean. You have to live muki muki. You can say that muki muki Tokyo real estate man. Kinukubaga. Yeah, I don't know. There's the closet or the curtains are closed here, so there might be a view, for example, of the building next door. I'm not sure where the balcony's placement was here, but there is a balcony right there, and there is a squat rack. Okay, there's a squat rack there in the living room. Can you read that? And this guy is no weakling. Okay, what do we got here? We got okay, in the English world these are 45s, but in the Japanese world where it's kilograms, these are 20. Okay, these are 20s, and these are probably 15s right here. So this guy who's living in this place, okay, he's definitely muki. Okay, okay, muki mansion. Okay, I love this apartment. He's got all the mats down here. I just love it. I try to get it centered on here. Every time I center it, moves it all the time. And he's also got like a cable machine right there, so you can get that. You got to get that like good separation in your chest right there when you get the cables in there. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I love it. Tricep. Work on your triceps, right there. So, I love it. He's even got a little exercise bike here. But I'm not in really exercise bike. I'd rather go for a walking Ginza. Go down to Skiji and pick up some fish. Okay, yeah, this is a great apartment. Oh, if I was single again, I'd have a gym in my apartment. But everything though has been updated. You probably negotiate for the gym equipment. I'm gonna ask AVT. Would you just tell them to keep the would you try to negotiate to keep the weightlifting equipment in there and bring a mattress in there in the bedroom? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm carrying on today, everyone. What piece of equipment do we have here? Oh my God, I love it. Okay. Oh, I love it. Is this a private gym? I don't know. But of course, this is a 3-roll or the 3-burner cone roll. And by the way, I don't see the dishwasher in this one here. So this reform or the renovation was done, I think, 7 years ago, and the dishwasher wasn't standard then. But gym equipment, always standard. Okay. I know I'm going to be watching the analytics on this video, and about half the people are going to be dropping off at this point because they're sick of my fitness jokes. Anyway, go through I really like this listing right there, the laundries on the inside. One other thing I did want to look at was the balcony pictures right here. Well, by the way, I talked about it right there. That door has been updated right there, and we're here at the. Oh, I'm going to go back to here this way right here. And do we have a north? It doesn't indicate here the directional. I don't have like a cardinal direction. Oh, there we go, north right there. Okay, so the south is going to be here. This is going to be east. So if this is in between, if this was on the main, I don't know whether this is on the main street or not. Okay, and I don't know if this is in between. If we come back here, maybe to the living room, what is this apartment, for example, here on the second floor right there? Because that's a pretty good balcony, I would think. Maybe it will be indicated in the size. We can look here. We can try to cheat and look through these. If we can see through the exercise equipment right there, can we see? Oh, can we see? See, he's got the curtains drawn. Yeah. Oh, that is that one right there, because it looks to be the street right there. Okay, so that is that unit there on the second floor. So this is really neat. Second floor unit, you're going to have your privacy. You can just use those stairs if you wanted. There's definitely an elevator here in the building. And not only that, can you negotiate for this gym equipment? That is my question for you. And you can leave it in the comments if you would take the gym equipment. My wife would X the gym, but my wife wouldn't live in the Ginza area. She preferred like the Shibuya area, but Shibuya is crazy. So this is a pretty good apartment in Tokyo in a lot of ways. Let's come down here to again. Here, the management fees here for this unit are about $300 a month. Okay, so but you know, I talked about that in the Yokohama video. Maybe like all my management fees and all my units, okay, have been going up as well. So maybe this is just becoming more standard in Tokyo as the inflation bites the economy. The inflation is continuing to bite the economy. Come here again. I'm come back to the listing, but again, we look at the gold price. The gold price here in 1975 in Japan, it just as they come off the gold standard, or Nixon takes everything that crushes the gold standard, okay, is 200 Canadian basically a month, and right now it's 5,000 Canadian a month. Okay, come back to the listing. Okay, so this is just coming out in the wash. We can see since 2020 the inflation is basically parabolic, and I guess it's going to be reflected here again in terms of the management fees and the repair fund fees of the buildings. And here we are, Lions Mansion. Again, Lions Mansion, a great brand, built in 1978. Okay, this it says it's northwest facing. Okay, so we know it's facing the street, and that would make sense because that apartment is on the south side of the street, so it's northwest facing. So you'd have pretty good light at the end of the day. Everything's been updated. Can you get the weights? Elevator, of course, in the building if you do need it. Okay. On the second floor, 40 meters. You see, that is right. There's a 4-meter balcony on that one, so that's really good. Oh, I like that. You could strike back at the Tokyo real estate man and say that street is a little noisy. You're going to Dorozoi. Dorozoi no buken wa ruzai, you could say in Japanese to me. And my wife would say, because she lived against Kannanadori. So I don't know. But that kind of noise doesn't really bother me, but it might bother you. I don't know. 18 units in the building. This could be a weakness, which is why the Shuzen fee, okay, or the Connery fee is a little higher in this building. However, when you are in a building like this one, for example, if I sell my Akasaka apartment, I would like to buy something like this, because in that dirt underneath this apartment, okay, your percentage of the land is comparatively small. For example, in the Akasaka unit or apartment that they're building right now, I think there's going to be 600 units. So I'm going from one building in Akasaka where there was 50 owners, and I had 1/50th share of that land, where I'm going to have 1/800th or a share of that land. So this is not bad when you have 18 units in the building. So long as this is full, this repair fund fee is full of repair fund is full of money, I don't think it's a danger. So this is actually a good investment in a lot of ways, because you own you're going to basically own, or maybe this is the biggest unit in the building. Maybe your share of it's actually going to be bigger. Anyhow, the owner is currently living in the apartment. I would be careful when touring the apartment, because if you piss this guy off, okay, don't forget he's going to be really strong. Put you in a headlock and say, you're going to try to negotiate for that price? Okay, people are definitely going to drop off this apartment. This unprofessional real estate agent, this guy is here. Okay, Tokyo real estate man. This is the one other part I wanted to come back to here, and this was on the Ginza map, and or the Ginza map, the Ginza Google map, and this is the building right here. To me, I love it. I love it, and it is indeed this unit. So you're going to come up here on the stairs right here, and the entrance is going to be right here, and then your balcony is right here, and then this is definitely a really neat apartment. And you see a Lions Mansion, but I don't see any tile here. Lions Mansion is famous for its tile, but this tile wasn't done here on this building. Is redevelopment coming to this one building? I don't know, but you can see right next door this was built within the last 10 years. And there's an office building right there as well. So this is basically rock. This is a rock investment. This is the street. It's a really busy street. It's a really busy street. That can be a good thing. That can be a bad thing. I don't know. For me, it's not I'm sort of used to living in something like this. Let's read this blue sign up here, or did I just go underneath it? I thought I could get there, but I think I just went underneath the blue sign. Ooh, what kind of car? What kind of? Oh, this is a weird picture it's taken because it's moving. So I was trying to get underneath the blue sign there so we could see where we are in terms of Tokyo, because these blue signs indicate directional where the streets are going and stuff like that. But you can see, like, there are a lot of new apartments here. Like, all the stuff in this building is going to be very expensive. This is a very famous hotel. This Shacho, she's a really interesting lady, and the hotel is called Appa, and they even have a place down here in Vancouver. They have a hotel here, and then what she does is she buys pockets of land on in really weird lot placements, and then she develops around it. So it's interesting. She bought this apartment right here, and right beside it sits this house right here. So she might have got this parcel of land a little bit cheaper because, for example, it was beside this house. She's got her really own reasons, but if you wanted this lady who owns this hotel, she's a really interesting Japanese real estate investor. Her hotel, the Appa Hotel, is a very successful brand. Anyhow, that's a look here at Ginza. We could back out of this out of the pictures here on the street, and we could come back here to the satellite view, which might be useful as well. So, and there's going to be not too many surprises. You can see right here, this is totally a built-up sort of Ginza and stuff like that. Is there a redevelopment happening right here? This is, if there is, I'm not sure if that's a park or no. It looks like it's a park, I guess, right there. But you can see the placement of this building. We can move up a little further, right there, and you can see you're basically in the heart of sort of Ginza, and then you can see Osha's right here. So if we directionally move the map, we come up here. This is going to be coming Tokyo Station way, and then we have, of course, I didn't want to move me, but I did. We have the this is Otamachi, and you're looking. This is the very edge of the Emperor's Palace, and you come over here. This will be the Imperial Palace right here, and everything's in the lowlands. So all this right here is a very flat area of Tokyo, and then when you come over here, this will be like that. You see the development of Toranomon, and you see the big towers here. And when you come up here, this is going to be toward. This is Ichibancho over here, and this is Akasaka right here. This is the Canadian embassy, and this is the second palace right here. So that's sort of the placement of where Ginza sits, which sits on the lowlands here in Tokyo. Anyway, we looked at some interesting apartments here in Ginza. I'm not a huge Ginza fan, but it's interesting to still look at, especially this Muki Muki weightlifters unit here in Ginza, in the Lions Mansion here on the second floor. We also briefly looked at this other one, which was an interesting one as well too. Like this one priced for 1.1 million, top floor of that 94 or 1,000, basically 1,000 meter or 1,000 square foot apartment there as well. You're interested in anything in Tokyo or anything that we look at here on this page, you can come here to the Instagram Tokyo Real Estate Man website. Failing that, you can always come here to the old school website, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. Hit the contact box. You can fill out your information there, or you can give me a simple email to my old school Yahoo. いつもこのチャンネル見てるよありがとうございます。今日のムキムキの銀座の動画もう楽しかったでしょう。Ooh, yes. Would you keep the weights or not? Put it in the comments section. Anyway, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. I really enjoyed making videos, and the guys who are always leaving your commentary on this channel. really great commentary, and I really enjoy the back and forth. いつもこのチャンネル見てるありがとうございます。このムキの銀座動画もう終わりです。お疲れ様です。